Dennis Wrigley Ministries, a better way, unity, renewal and healing.
Jesus Christ challenges the whole of humanity with the claims he makes for himself. And when we hear these claims, we can't just put them on one side. They are either true or they are false. And I believe that they challenge the very core of our being. Jesus said, "I am the bread of life." The Jews knew exactly what he was saying. They remember the stories of manna from heaven feeding their forebears every day. And when Jesus says, "I am the bread of life," he means what he says. He feeds in order that we can live. And as for the children of Israel years ago, they got bread every day. They didn't get a week's supply. And he is saying, just as God fed the children of Israel, so I am manna from heaven for you. He'd shown what he could do by feeding 5,000 people. Question: do you believe he is the bread of life? Then Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd." His followers knew exactly what that meant, and he spelt it out for them. The shepherd knows his sheep, one by one. He knows them, and they know him, and they recognize his voice. So when Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd," his hearers knew exactly the immensity of the claim he's making about himself. And history can now see that the shepherd did lay down his life for the sheep. Do you believe that Jesus is a good shepherd? Do you believe that you are as a sheep? I do. On our response to his claim depends so much in our life. We can be drawn together as his flock, or we can scatter on the hills and go our own way. Then Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." There's no doubting what the fundamental meaning of this is. That we need truth. We need to take hold of life in our culture of death. We need to walk the right way. So often we get lost. And Jesus says, "I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life." Do we believe it? There's a challenge. He doesn't impose it upon us. He gives us the freedom to say, "I believe," or "I don't believe." Jesus said, "I am the good vine." Vines have branches, and branches blossom and bear fruit. He knew exactly what he was saying. His hearers knew exactly what he was saying then and now, that we are called to be connected with the vine, who is Jesus, and to blossom and to bear fruit, to be rooted in God, the ground of our being. Jesus says, "I am true vine." A simple issue. I am. In the Old Testament, Jews knew this well. God was the I am. In choosing this phraseology, Jesus was making a statement about his nature. You know, we can't forever have our own little versions of this. Either we say, "Yes, you are the bread of life for me. Yes, you are my way, my truth, my life. Yes, you are my good shepherd. Yes, You are the vine of which I'm a part. Or we're saying, very simply, no. His claims demand a verdict now, because his claims have fashioned human's history for centuries. And I believe that Jesus says to each one of us, I know you as a shepherd knows his sheep. He says to us, look, you're starving. I'm ready to feed you. He says, look, you're lost. I'm prepared to get you back onto the right road. He says, you want to be fruitful. And when you're a branch of the true vine, you will bear fruit, for my love will flow through you. There is an urgency about this. This isn't a call to be religious. This isn't a theological exercise. It's simply a question. Do you believe Jesus when he makes these claims? I do. Life depends on it. God bless.
Dennis Wrigley Ministries, a better way, unity, renewal and healing. Thank you for watching.